Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday night basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We'll see the Indiana Pacers and the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Danny Granger out there with O'Neal. Then it's Daniels. Then it's Paul George. And it's Lewis in at the point guard. Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and Greer is a deadly shooter. Super aggressive on the offensive end. Just a reliable scorer.
Both good from the line that time. And here is Lewis. Pass to Daniel. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Shays. Allen Iverson on the wing. Malone with it. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Lewis against Iverson. Now Daniels. Back to Lewis. There's the screen for three. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Greer passes to Shays. Irving kicks to Iverson. The three. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
O'Neal. Count that one.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Outside Irving. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Allen Iverson the bucket, the assist from Julius Irving.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside, George, back to Lewis, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Here's Greer. Iverson outside. Greer passes to Irving. Nailed from three-point land.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lewis against Iverson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
Here's Lewis. Pass to George. A three-pointer is right on target.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
The 76ers trailing. Outside Irving. Here's Greer. He's looking for Iverson and finds him. Offensive rebound. That one drops for him. Iverson's got 6 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, O'Neal. Ranger against Irving. Indiana moving it around. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Lewis kicks to O'Neal. The 3 from George. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Irving, and Irving throws it down.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now here's Lewis. Right side, George. Lewis on top. Iverson covering. Iverson against Lewis. Over Iverson. Shays with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And the dunk by Iverson.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And so it's Indiana with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Nobody near Granger. Indiana again missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-5 run here. Iverson outside. Pass to Greer. To the middle. 9 feet out. Again, Philadelphia.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Lewis after Moses Malone score. Right side, George. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Daniels, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Here's Shays. No scoring in this one. Outside Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Here's Lewis. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Cunningham, he's checked in for the 76ers. The Pacers also with a sub. Oladipo, he's checked in for Lewis. It's George on the wing. It's O'Neal atop the key. Oladipo outside. Outside, O'Neal. 4 on the clock, and George gets it to go.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Iverson passes to Malone. Cunningham looking it over. Paul George with the steal. Unloads from 13. Good, he hits the jump shot. Now just a 4-point 76ers lead. Iverson passes to Shays. Back to Iverson. Over Oladipo. Iverson, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here is Daniels. Pass to George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Philadelphia.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Throw good, Paul George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Here's Shades. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Iverson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Ranger outside. Oladipo against Iverson. Here's George. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Cunningham outside. Back to Iverson. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
A volume shooter, Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Oladipo. George has got 15 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
The 76ers lead. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Iverson outside. Over Oladipo. Again, Philadelphia.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
Iverson against Oladipo. And here's George for 3. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. George has got the game tied up here for Indiana. Cunningham outside. Back to Iverson. Tries from the block. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. 16 points for him. And so George will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Over Maxey. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. Iverson outside. Maxey passes to Shades. Philadelphia moving the ball around. With the fadeaway. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
Here's Oladipo after Moses Malone's score. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Maxey, no good. Indiana trailing here in the corner. George with it. Over Iverson. A kick out to Oladipo. Outside, George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Allen Iverson.
Wow, and George absolutely fools him with the pump fake there, able to get him off his feet and draw the contact.
That one is off. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Irving against George. Irving passes to Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by one. Daniel. And he goes in for the dunk. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Philadelphia with the ball. Irving attacking. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Maxey against Oladipo. The three from George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Chamberlain with it. 40 seconds left in the first. Fires from deep, and that one's good. Maxey. And the 76ers lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
For Indiana, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. The Pacers making a switch here. And he sinks the second. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Maxey looking it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Chamberlain a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
We've got Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey out there with Irving, then it's Cunningham, and it's Chamberlain in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Just sheer determination. The contact was there, but Oladipo showing real toughness gutting through it.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Irving against Oladipo. Cunningham sets a screen for Maxey. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Maxey's got 8.
A pretty nimble guy. Maxey mixes up the defender with that dribble move to create space.
Pacers trail by 3. Pussy the pass to Daniels. Irving against Oladipo. Pass to Boosie. Shot clock at 5. Good. Boosie's got his first points in this one. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. To the paint. It's tipped. To the inside. Here's Oladipo. And then Oladipo with the jam.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Irving against Oladipo. Right side Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 11. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Throws it up high. And the basket by Boosie. And the Pacers lead by 1. Irving looking over the floor. Embiid dishes to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Using those sight lines to find an open guy. Embiid always ready to deliver.
Irving's gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 tonight. Outside Artest. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the tech.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
That's good from Artest.
Yeah, you're not going to find a more rugged player than Artest. He will battle for every loose ball, every rebound, and he'll defend with every ounce of energy he has.
Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Clock at 4. And that one drops for him. Irving's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Now here's Lewis. D right on him. Here's Boosie. True on the 14-footer. Boosie's got 6.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Boosie's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Greer. Lewis covering. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Jones, the 17-footer. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Lewis passes to Boosie. And Embiid with the block.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Iverson's checked in for Jones. '76ers trailing. Here's Greer. Pass to Embiid. Over Daniels. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Embiid. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First team foul.
One shot.
At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid. Shooting one.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Better than most centers from the line. Indeed, exceptional with his hands.
And the Pacers call time here. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Cunningham's checked in.
Number 32.
And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 1. And stolen by Iverson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
The line for your Sixers, Iverson. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Iverson. And both free throws good for Iverson.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Iverson against Lewis. Pass to Nedolicki. He can't get it to go. Cunningham with some nice D. Greer passes to Cunningham. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Well, it's hard to stop him once he's at the rim. That's a strong move.
And stolen by Chamberlain. Pass to Greer. Allen Iverson on the wing. Lewis covering. And the basket is good. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Shots good by Nedolicki. Nedolicki's got his first basket. Outside Irving. Back to Iverson. Pass to Greer. Chamberlain with a screen on George. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Pacers trail by 7. Outside, George. Here is Daniels, guarded by Chamberlain. Artest against Irving. 5 to shoot. With a floater. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That free throw good from George. Moses Malone. He's checked in for the 76ers. Jones comes in for Irving. The Pacers making a switch here. And both free throws good for Paul George. The 76ers leading by 5. Iverson outside. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Now, here is George. 26 points for him. Boosie, the pass to George. Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Pass to Jones. Iverson outside. Lets the 3 fly. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 7-point differential. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Moses Malone. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Chamberlain's checked in for the 76ers. The Pacers also with a sub. Oladipo's checked in.
And the talent O'Neal has is evident, and the exact type of big man any team would love to have.
Iverson outside. And there's the drive. And the layup is good. Iverson's got 24 points.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And here is Lewis. Oladipo outside. George looking around. Pass to Nedolicki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now Iverson, 24 points for him. Here's Greer, guarded by Oladipo. Here's Greer, back to Iverson. From down in the low post, it goes. Iverson's got 10 points in the quarter. Here's Lewis. Left side, George. And Jones sends it back. Down low, here's Chamberlain. Again, Philadelphia.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Pacers trail by 8. Oladipo outside. O'Neal against Malone. And here's George for 3. Here's Greer. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Lewis kicks to George. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Daniels, he's checked in for Indiana. Granger comes in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
Oh, my. He's just getting nasty on him now, fellas.
You know, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out the really slick moves. On the wing, Granger to end the run. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Granger's got his first 2 points of the night.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Iverson with the ball, and he has 28 points for the game. Shays can't hit. O'Neal outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mel Daniels. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Philadelphia leading by 8. Inside, George with the steal. Here's Lewis going inside. Malone with the block. Here's Greer. Pass to Shea. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Greer passes to Irving. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Malone with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. And that one good from Greer. Greer's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Lewis against Iverson. Outside, George. Pass to Daniel. And stolen by Malone. And here's the fast break. Malone leading the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Iverson's got 30 points.
Oh, nice stroke on Iverson's jumper. He looks so confident taking that shot.
Pacers trail by 14. Outside, George. And here is Granger, who is outside. A 3 ball. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Malone's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Iverson. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away. Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so it's Philadelphia with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Right back after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Allen Iverson.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And so here is Indiana. They trail by 16. On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Lewis, Jermaine O'Neal out there with Daniels. Then it's George, and it's Granger in at the small forward. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Pass to Shays. Here's Greer. This one for three. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
The 76ers leading by 14. Here's Greer, defended by George. Here's Greer. It's good. Greer's got 8.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Left side, O'Neal. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. He has 7.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Here's Iverson. Basket counts. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside, George. On the wing, Granger. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Iverson. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Iverson against Lewis. Granger dishes to George. Kicks it out to Granger. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now, here is Irving. 17 points in the game. And it's blocked. On the wing, Granger. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Philadelphia leading by 11. Pass to Greer. Iverson outside. Malone, a screen on Lewis. Iverson, nice jump shot from the top of the key. Iverson's got 36. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Iverson passes to Irving. Irving double team. Back to Iverson. And he gets it to go. Iverson's got 38 points.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pacers trail by 13. And the Pacers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
All right, fans, it's game time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Unique dance lessons. You're on the big screen. Give yourself a round of applause.
And the Pacers with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Lewis kicks to Daniels. Indiana moving it around. Shot from 12. And there's Granger. That's good on the assist by George.
Paul George.
George has got 3 assists tonight. Granger's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Iverson outside. Makes it off the glass. Iverson's got 40 points.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Pacers trail by 13. And here is Lewis. Down low, here's O'Neal, and the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Greer. He's got 8. Irving passes to Shea. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
O'Neal dishes to Daniels. It's good. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Greer passes to Shea. Pass to Irving. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
O'Neal outside. Back to Lewis. Outside, George. Pass to Granger. Over Iverson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Iverson against Lewis. Now here's Iverson. He's guarded closely. The shot's good. Iverson's got 42 in the game. Now Daniels. Pass to Lewis. Now here is George. 6 on the shot clock. Lewis with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
That's his second personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
And that one misses.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the 76ers. And he's good on the second. Pacers trail by 16. Boosie, the pass to O'Neal. Granger with the ball. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Granger's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pacers. And the 76ers call time here.
Come on, put your hands together one more time for your 76ers youth and
And it's Irving with the ball for Philadelphia. 13-point lead. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Again, Indiana. Now Iverson. And he has 42. Pass to Shays. In the corner, Irving with it. Cunningham outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Iverson right side. 5 on the clock. It's deflected. Outside, George. They set the screen. Pass to Daniels. Here's Boosie. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The 76ers leading by 11. Malone with it. 6 points for him. Here's Shays. Cunningham, a screen on O'Neal. 3-pointer. Shays can't hit. Here's Indiana now. Pass to Daniels. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Now here's Iverson. Here's Malone. Irving with it, defended by George. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Indiana. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's George. 28 points for him. Boosie, no good. Here's Shays, guarded by O'Neal, and the dunk by Iverson.
And Iverson, the master of the and one, just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And Philadelphia making a change here. Chamberlain's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Artests, he's checked in for Granger. And it's Oladipo in for George. Pacers trail by 12. Pass to Daniels. And here is O'Neal, guarded by Malone. Malone against O'Neal. Back to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Malone's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Cunningham against Artest. Outside, Malone. Iverson outside. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Patrick Iverson. One shot.
Pacers trail by 15.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Boosie, the pass to O'Neal. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. And the basket by Boosie.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Boosie's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Outside Irving. Back to Iverson. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and he comes up with the deuce. Cunningham's got his second basket of the game.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Malone against O'Neal. Back to Oladipo. Puts up a 3. No good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Cunningham is an elite offensive player, a guy who can score in bunches and does a little bit of everything for his team.
For Philadelphia, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And the first one drops.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And Indiana making a change here. Lewis is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers trail by 17. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Boosie's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
Here's Irving. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Pass to Artest. Here's Boosie. Here's O'Neal. Yeah! Wow, he nails the buzzer beater!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Philadelphia leading by 14. Chamberlain is out there with Jones. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Embiid, and it's Greer in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Allen Iverson. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Iverson. And both free throws good for Iverson. Pacers trail by 16. And George kicks to Lewis. To the inside. GODLIKE, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Iverson dishes to Embiid. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Embiid. Iverson's got 52 points.
Don't sleep on Embiid's ability to create for his teammates, and it helps draw defensive attention away from his attack.
And here's Indiana. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Iverson against Lewis. Now here's Iverson. He's tightly guarded. Up and in on the layup. Iverson's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And stolen by Iverson. And yes, it's good. Iverson's got 56 points in the game.
And this is where Iverson is so terrifying, running the open floor with such ease and confidence.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Philadelphia leading by 16. Greer passes to Iverson. Count it. Iverson's got 58.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to George. Plenty of space. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. George has got 32 points.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Here's Iverson. Basket good. And the 76ers lead by 18. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Chamberlain brings the double team. Here's Artest. Good on the triple.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Philadelphia leading by 15. Now Iverson. To the middle. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. Chalk up 2 there.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lewis passes to George. And Indiana, another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react,
but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Pacers trail by 16. George with the ball. Outside Lewis. They get it back. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Daniels, he's checked in for Indiana. Granger comes in for Ron Artest.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Philadelphia leading by 14. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shades, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his fourth assist in this one.
Well, not really much you could do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Pacers making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Granger kicks to Lewis. Pass to O'Neal. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster game.
Iverson outside. Malone in the high post. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down. O'Neal's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Granger passes to O'Neal. George with the ball. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Greer passes to Shades. Lock at 6. Irving finds Malone. Back to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 14. Daniels passes to George. No good on the three. To the paint, intercepted. Here's O'Neal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Jones checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Allen Iverson. The Pacers also changing it up. Artest comes in for George. And Halliburton subbed in for Lewis. The 76ers leading by 11. Maxey kicks to Irving. Now here's Malone. He's covered by Daniels. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And they get it back. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. That sends Danny Granger to the free throw line. That's on Julius Irving. Allen Iverson is checked in for Maxey. The Pacers also with a sub. George is checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw drops for Danny Granger.
You know, the word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good for mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
Irving passes to Iverson. Excellent D there from George. Pacers trail by 11. O'Neal kicks to Halliburton. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Shades, guarded by O'Neal. Iverson outside. Pass to Shades. Down low. Alone. Good. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Now, here is O'Neal. And Daniels up top. Outside, George. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple. George has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Iverson against Halliburton. Outside Irving. That one good for 2. Irving's got 25 points. Pacers trail by 12. Here's Halliburton. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by Malone. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Who is checked in for Indiana. Timeout called the 76ers.
Substitution on the court.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last time out, I heard the 76ers coach talk to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pacers trail by 12. O'Neal with it, picked up by Malone. O'Neal misses.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Here's Greer. Shaves the pass to Irving. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
O'Neal outside. Back to Lewis. Pass to O'Neal. Now Daniels. Guarded by Malone. Malone with the block. Hit his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Greer. Iverson outside. Pass to Shades. 6 to shoot. Fires it up. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Lewis. Granger outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Iverson. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Sixers ball.
Philadelphia leading by 11. The drive by Iverson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Daniels. Iverson covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Allen Iverson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Now Daniels at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. Both free throws good from Daniels. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. With the step back. The drive by Iverson, and it's blocked. Left side, O'Neal. It's stolen. Here's Greer. Outside Irving. Pass to Malone. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Now O'Neal. Granger for the 3. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
55 seconds left in the game. Iverson outside. And Iverson throws it down.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Pass to Daniels. Granger outside. Shoots a fader. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Granger.
Goes to Danny Granger.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And it's Iverson missing. Here's Indiana. They trail by 9 points. Near the three-point line, it's Lewis. Shays with the rebound. Here's Greer. So Philadelphia wins it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Allen Iverson.